There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Alia. She's loose in Docktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Alia's Venatori are at war. That might slow Alia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the Threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Alia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
You're worried about her.
I'm worried about everyone. Tired enough to admit it.
Docktown's protected. What can the Threads do for you?
Alia's a pain for both of us. Let's talk.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Alia used the Threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Alia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours, no catch.
No catch? Now that's friendship.
Isn't it?
This is war. We find Alia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To whatever it takes.
And then some. I knew I liked you.
To home.
So hold on. The flight was dissevered.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls. Reality is wild. Just go with it.
Well, sort of, but also not. It's complicated.
You thought he was dead. Now he's alive.
Which is good. That he's not dead, I mean. But it's not him. Well, it is, but he's working with Anaris. It was easier before. I could think of the good things. Now he's back and I have to, I don't know, fix him?
He's alive. That's a start.
I hope so.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Viago and Thea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Supper in Docktown?
You actually taking a break?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure. Count me in.
Of course, Chuckles put his hideout in the...
Buskers in Docktown? Who's our next rising star?
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the Crossroads either.
Cereal in mid-wrappers.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
Help us? Sounds like you're the only one getting to speak here, Spite.
I can't get him out. We're trapped. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanus is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Couldn't you simply die already? This experiment has gone on for far too long.
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
What trouble you've been.
Nobody's here.
Of course.
I get one of you back, only to lose the other.
From this crucible, a new Tevinter shall be cast.
Rook, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped. But I think you're part of his way out. Lucanus may have changed, but he's still the little boy you loved and raised.
He's not changed. He's possessed by a demon.
And you would never think of rejecting him, whatever happened, would you?
My poor boy.
the rarest of all demons. Most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
When the demon emerges, let me have his entrails, my lady.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
You're the man you were, Lucanus, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanus, and I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side, don't I?
Just be careful.
How long are you going to keep doing this?
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanus is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
Gushing stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katarina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Accept the seat of First Talon. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
You know him, Lucanus. Even here, Ilario just wants to save his own neck.
Would that be enough? Would anything? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
You're an Antivan crow, Lucanus. A professional. Trained to avoid collateral damage and go after the real enemy.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
He's trying to leave, Spite. It's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And churros for dessert. They pair well with chocolate calda.
Wait. Did you make dessert just for me?
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you...
You made dessert. Just for me.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is. And you are. And I'll have you know, I'm very easily bribed.
I'll keep that in mind. Emmerich, did you know Spite thought you were still in the ossuary?
That private sphere of conception was inviolate.
So no?
Could Spite have described your dream prison until you faced it together?
You're kidding. I barely understood. Is this why we stopped sleepwalking? Spite understands. Space now?
Slowly, but it will come. Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
You're making this up, right?
Rook, please. I've told so few people.
Sorry.
The Liches are the great protectors of the necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Well, that's great for a necromancer, right?
It is a singular opportunity.
Good?
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmerich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets. Moon blossoms, famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another Watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
So, what's holding you back from lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die, permanently, during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
Emmerich, you've spent your life preparing for this and it could still fail?
You say nothing that hasn't hounded me. Traditionally, candidates for lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
No, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her to skip the rituals, the cleansings, the preparations of the soul.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkarin, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, If I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible. I agree.
In a storm. What's going on?
What is it? How did you get down by the
Rook, hey. Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Don't worry about it. And this case? Well, we'll get through it eventually.
Yeah. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
You know, when I say we'll get through, I believe it.
I know you do.
You don't believe me?
I'm skeptical on a good day, and lately...
I understand.
All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is. Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Stepping back can't hurt. Clear minds get things done.
If only they stayed that way. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town. I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabbed me in the back.
I'm here to help.
I know. But getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
Side by side with Nev Gallus. Like you are for me.
You know you're a sap, right? She was there. We didn't see her.
This worked?
Maybe. Come on. Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You've got something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything. We can get to the site from here, up and across that building.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Let's check it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of one in case... Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. I've got this. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. You got it. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, but Taurus. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. Got it. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out.
A bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
I'm so sorry.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick... The Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people... It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't...
You'll catch Aelia again. Docktown's got someone looking out for them. They'll see that.
I don't need to be the hero. I just need them safe. I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
You're not fighting alone.
End of the day, I'm used to counting on myself. That's how it's been.
And now you've got us. When you need it.
Trust me, it's her. And we're lucky. If someone found the body before us, she would have been cremated.
Ugh, I'll never understand that custom.
What are you two up to?
Rook, it's very exciting. Nev's invited me to help solve a murder.
Well, if anyone's gonna gather clues from the dead...
I helped the Navaran city guard a few times, but a long-lost crime from the heart of Tevinter...
Let's not oversell it. You ready?
By the flame that stoked you, by the light that rises. Return and speak.
What do you want of this one?
You were a shadow dragon. Someone took you out.
She's already digging in. Be firm.
Why should this one speak?
For a chance to right some wrongs.
One last time.
Speak with no promise of answer.
You helped get people out of the city. Who was the last person you took?
No. Secret. This one's to protect.
They're clinging to a role, keeping secrets.
Fine. Then tell me who killed you. Did you see their face?
Their name gives the other away.
If they came for you, then they're coming for whoever you helped escape.
Nev knows what she's talking about. You can trust her.
Your final task will be for naught, unless you aid us.
This one saw the murderer's face. Piranhas. His son wanted out for Blood Mage family. This one got the son to Azariel. Help him.
The shadow dragons will get him to safety.
The spirit has left us. Thank you for trusting me with one of your dead.
Wouldn't leave that to just anyone. You're a different story. Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the size of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the Elven God of Lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
You killed the dragon that tried to attack Treviso?
We did.
You're out there fixing things. I talked with some of the other fledglings today. About Dareth. They listened. They've lost people too. It's nice when they understand. Hi, Rook.
Let's do business. Good luck with your contracts.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
So long as it bleeds.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go. I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
Pretty dark in there.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Undead? Why are there undead things here?
Thousands have died in the deep roads.
That's not what I asked.
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing Kal Shirak dwarves. Come on, let's try to find a way forward.
We should head this way. Harding, if you please.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there. We've got you.
You? It's you?
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Storgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer, but I do not.
Just rest. You're no longer in danger.
Something's still out there.
But it's not after you anymore.
I understand. May the ancestors be with you.
We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Stay here. You'll be safe. Come on. I know there's more missing.
Mining equipment. Looks old.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
Dragged away, I'd wager.
We have to find them. There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
And now demons?
Probably something wrong with the veil.
Stay here. You'll be safe. Go up. Let's look for a way to get there. Look, there's a way through here. Someone else is close by. Come on. You're safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
Blocked. Harding, can you... Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
Doesn't it feel like? Don't worry about that later. Demon's coming.
Your turn. I think that's Veilguard.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We had to do something once we knew you were in danger.
You are both fools, and I am forever grateful for it.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Well, I'll never sleep again.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
You seem far too relaxed for someone about to face something that wants to eat you.
I'm terrified. Don't tell the others.
My lips are sealed.
I'm ready. Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Am I seeing things? Those crystals look like veins.
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go.
Like you. All right, everyone, breathe. We can handle this.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left! You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
What's Harding doing?
He'll bring the cabin down, or worse, we have to get to her.
Is it safe?
We're not leaving Harding. We can still get through to her.
Understand what they did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still. Why should they thrive while we lie, broken and forgotten?
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you.
That was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Veilguard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
How are you?
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
I know this was hard for you. Learning all that. Feeling all that. I'm sorry.
Yes, but I wasn't alone. Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
So you and Rook are a thing?
Why?
You should pop out the wings while you're with her.
Really?
Maybe take her flying. Girls love flying.
You like flying. It's more of your thing about dragons.
Your call.
Want to? Fly like a dragon.
Do you think you could?
No.
Dweller, the blight spreads.
I heard a strange thing, Emmerich.
It's simply not true that Manfred's doing my laundry. He's got tangled in a bedsheet, and Tash mistook that for...
Not that. I heard you're preparing for some big necromancy rite.
How did you know?
You talk out loud to yourself a lot, Emmerich.
Ah, oh dear. The rite is a difficult, delicate thing. I promise to explain it if I succeed.
I get you. Good luck.
Twice helped God. It'll only embolden us to make more trouble than others.
We already have everything.
Get all your god-killing implements right here. Come back anytime.
I'm ready to get back out there whenever you are. Hassan can get the gate.
Another truffle hunt?
No, we're meeting Eldrin, the old elf I told you about. I spent summers here. Tended Hollow when I was a kid.
Hard to imagine the mighty hunter hanging out.
Hassan, hang back. Eldrin, I got your message.
Oh? Who are you?
It's me, Davrin.
I knew a Davrin once. Strange kid. Too small, even for an elf.
Well, now, hold on.
So, this walking mountain of armor I see before me can't be him.
You sure got old and cranky.
You got old and far too good looking. I was always the lady killer.
This is Rook. We're working together.
And can you be trusted around our holler, Rook?
I'd be honored for the chance to earn their trust.
The holler decide that. And if you don't impress them, their antlers let you know. Arlathan Forest is wrong in a way I've never seen.
We know.
The holler aren't coming around, and these old bones aren't up to the task of chasing them anymore. I'm worried they're sick. I need you to check on them for me.
Hassan, I told you.
Is that what I think it is?
I'm looking after him.
Remarkable. A griffin. Never thought I'd see one. Maybe all those summers here rubbed off. The monster hunter turned shepherd.
What was Davrin like back then?
We don't need to waste Eldrin's time with...
He sang a lot.
This guy?
He'd sing to the holler.
You mean the Grey Warden standing next to me?
Now, hold on. I'd get tired trying to herd them. I started humming to keep myself awake, and they slowed down to listen.
So naturally, you broke out into song.
Only when humming didn't work. Just getting the job done.
And now the job is caretaker to a griffin.
Davrin's got a soft spot in there. Hassan's digging it out.
Just keeping his nose clean.
Seems my old lesson sunk in. Not every creature in the forest is quarry.
I didn't ignore everything you said. And now, we've got some Hala to find.
Davrin, I'm glad to see you took the road less traveled. It suits you.
Okay, what do we do?
Find some stone root, a marple tree, and vannerberries.
I thought we were looking for Hala.
A lot of people would go chasing after them, running around, getting nowhere. Hala can keep that up for days.
Maybe you could sing to them.
I'll go right on pretending you didn't say that. Trick I've learned. Ringing the dinner bell's a lot easier than searching the whole damned forest.
Here we go. Found a marple tree.
See if it
Got it.
It's hollow, right? When you blow through it, it mimics a Hala's call.
The dinner bell.
Not ringing it yet, but that's the idea. Sweet as candy. Hala lapped them up.
Interesting. I wonder what they taste like.
Don't even think it. Uncle Eldrin let me try one once. As a lesson. It lasted an hour. Paralysis, hallucinations, cramps.
Ugh.
Uh-huh. Great for Hala. Bad for people.
Over here. Stone root.
Dig up a few. Good. Hang on to that. We slice away the outer husk. There's seeds inside that mimic the Hala mating scent.
I thought we...
Time to get out that marple branch and call the Hala.
He sounds excited.
Let's hope it's that and not I'm hungry for venison. It's on the other side of this. He senses something. Could be Hala.
We've got a griffin. Hassan could track them.
I need to be careful of the predator in him that's ingrained to hunt and kill things before they kill him.
He'd attack the Hala?
Probably not, but he's never seen one. This is a good spot. Lay out the stone root and vannerberries. Time to blow the horn. I'll let you have the honor. It looks sick.
How long can it last like that?
Another week, maybe? The forest is going rotten.
We need to do something.
Look around for more vannerberries. Hassan, don't you even think about going after...
Davrin, remember, trust.
Right. Turlum. Okay. Hassan, do as I would do, boy. Be nice.
Did Hassan just bring it some food?
He did. I'll be damned. Won't forget that anytime soon. Thanks for helping out.
Something new every day. Wish it could always be like this. There's more to him than hunting darkspawn.
Eyes of an eagle, roar of a lion. But maybe the heart of a holla.
And the appetite of all three. You found your Turlum.
Yeah, we did. Come on, boy. You did good. We'll need to tell Eldrin about this holla.
So your uncle is quite the character?
Eldrin will drink you under the table, then the floor, then bury you in the basement as a joke. Most of my clan didn't understand why I left. Eldrin had an open mind, saw I was restless.
He approved?
He knew I had to find my own way, though he warned me about joining the Wardens.
Too dangerous?
Too much darkness. Eldrin always preached balance in life.
Not something Grey Wardens seem to know much about.
We reek up darkspawn all the time. I guess that's why working with Hassan, there's something to be said for drawing strength from the light.
Any luck?
We found one. Looked sick.
I was afraid of that. If you can find more vanberries...
Hassan took care of it.
A griffin helped to holler?
It's like he was a shepherd. I couldn't believe it.
Remarkable.
Nothing about that in the training manual.
The world knows griffins as warriors who fought darkspawn, but they existed long before that.
Existed as what?
A creature of the wild, free to explore their nature.
But griffins live for the hunt.
So do you. Yet now, you're a caretaker.
I'm proof that anything can change. Don't know if it's for the better.
Nothing about change is ever certain. I once knew a restless young elf who believed there was more to life than shoveling hollow manure. It's the nature of nature to surprise us.
Maybe you're right. See you around, Eldrin.
That thing you said about Gillenane, it jogged a memory. A warden claimed he found his way under a mountain. Saw a pool that merged creatures into new, terrible forms.
Right. That matches some of the legends. They say she healed people in those pools.
That warden, his story, it could have been demons or just nightmares of a bad time, but now I wonder.
Well, we haven't found one yet, so let's hope we never do.
do not understand why Nevarans are so obsessed with turning dead.
Undead.
Which is different from regular dead how?
The hope that one's soul can return to visit this world.
But you don't need to be dead for that. Your soul is here now.
Not forever.
How many of these dead titans underground are we talking?
Many. I don't know exactly. Why?
I knew some older wardens that said they'd seen parts of them in the deep roads, but no one was really sure.
They look like part of the rock. It's hard to see unless you know what you're looking for.
Which is...
I don't know. I just know it feels different.
Fair enough. Grey Wardens go through the same thing sensing Darkspawn.
How long did it take you to get used to it?
I never did.
All right. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf. A big wolf. Fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said the dragon's a fang scorcher? What are they like?
Fire breather, related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
Still, even in its lair, this can't be any worse than the Hosberg wetlands, right?
She's a dragon.
It's at least got to be easier than the archdemon we fought at Weishaupt.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us.
Hey, Lucanus. I heard Antivan crows make themselves invisible to dragons by imitating the dragon's shadow.
Who tells you these things? How would that even work?
I thought maybe you spread out your capes like wings, so she thinks you're her shadow and ignores you.
Tash, the Antivan crows only develop techniques for assassinations. Why would we learn techniques to fight dragons?
Maybe someone hired you to assassinate one? Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
So we're gonna fight another dragon, huh?
Shh. Hunting call. Spooks prey so they bolt out into the open.
It's extremely effective.
Wait. Anta.
Anta? Here?
No idea. but they were setting an ambush.
They weren't counting on you.
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us.
They're behind you.
Finish it!
Rest. Everyone's still alive.
Trouble coming. Like that.
Everyone all right?
What did the Antam mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villagers somehow, to lure you out here.
For the Dragon King, apparently.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them, turning them over to Gillinane in exchange for power. Hisra Marluk Voshvatari Brock! We knew the Antam were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there, whenever you're ready.
Watch the fire!
Loose cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. It's on you and keeps burning.
More on top!
Back! comes trouble.
Get out of there!
Just say when!
Gonna be taking fire!
They're at range.
Coming at range!
We need to close in.
Whenever you're ready. All yours. Loosen the lid for you. Rook needs a second. Pirate guitar!
Say the word. We need to close in. Say the word.
Ready for you.
Thanks, you guys.
It's nothing.
Chakra Toebra. Chakra Toebra. Today, you're dragon slayers. Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there.
Let me know when you're ready to get out of here. Just tell me when you're ready.
Let's head out now. Trophy from the Fang Scorcher.
She was a good fight. You gonna whine and complain every time we hunt a dragon?
I'd love to tell you no, but realistically... at least I'm being honest. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Chakra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are.
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does, so I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath?
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
I've seen you get angry. When we first met, I saw you wreck those Arntom who were after the Vincimer.
Assholes.
But you've got it under control.
Barely. I can get this rage where I just have to break something, and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Antom would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
Tosh, you can't be afraid to feel things.
No, weren't you listening? It gets too much.
You can control what you do about those feelings, yeah, but that doesn't mean pretending you don't feel them. You are Kunari. You have the discipline to use those feelings when they help you and control them when they don't. I mean, we just killed a dragon thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that? Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Antom. They mentioned the Dragon King.
Yeah. The asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillenane. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The trap had failed. The Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.
Spirit of determination. May your enemies die bitter and indifferent.
Yes! Good.
Don't encourage him.
Hey, punch an arm Tom for me.
This is where we eat.
I see. Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here, Iskap. Made it myself.
You remember the recipe on your own?
You've been hammering it into me for 20 years.
It could use more ginger.
Whatever the Qun demands.
Evatash has never been interested in Kunari traditions before now.
Perhaps Tosh paid more attention than you thought.
She did not. Is this your influence? Or that of the followers of the Qun?
The followers of the Qun?
Have they asked you to soften her to the Qun? Do they want to lure her back?
Neither. Thank you for asking.
Then why have you pushed her to this?
First, I didn't push Tosh to anything. And second, I thought you'd be pleased to see Tosh showing interest in Kunari heritage.
Evatash is a Dari. I removed her from Parvalin for a reason.
But all the lessons, all the Kunari culture.
An error on my part. I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here's the ginger.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatash, Chakra to Ebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
This is just new for her. You need some time?
No. It's okay.
Tosh.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
I'd like to further explain about the undead, if I may.
I do not understand necromancy even a little bit, Emmerich. But the undead are still dead.
Say, for the sake of theory, we imagine an undead being that could transcend death. They might pass through it just as we would walk through a doorway to the room beyond.
Passing through the doorway of death is still death, Emmerich.
Perhaps.
Two dragons at once. That'll give me free drinks with the lords. Now we find whoever's getting dragons for the gods to blight and hit them with an axe. Storm Riders get really possessive about their hordes. She'll be tracking the scent of anything that got taken.
Looks like they're talking about a dragon. Kataranda?
Kataranda the Storm Rider. She's bad. She's real bad. Breathes lightning, like the Vincimer.
The Vincimer was kind of friendly, though.
Kataranda isn't. She is a bad dragon. Eyes up.
Nice, Rook! They're hitting us from afar! You got him, Tosh. On to you. Whenever you're ready. That the last of them? Tosh, are you alright? You're limping.
I'm not.
Okay, that was an exaggeration, but you're favoring your left...
Oh, right. Yeah. Bruised toe.
Ah.
It's fine. How did you even notice? What? Were you looking at my legs?
Tosh, you're twice my height. From where I stand, you're all legs.
They come together eventually.
Nothing here. Maybe in the wreckage nearby.
I'm on it. Nope again. Yep. Nope again. Got it.
Cataranda threw that ship like a...
Looks like something took the treasure and buried it. Let's see what you got.
Excellent form, Rook.
What? It flew off with the treasure.
Dragons aren't the only ones who like to collect anything shiny. Hey, Harding.
Whoa, legs. Tosh.
Legs?
A slip of the tongue.
You're acting weird.
What? No. No. Really?
Yeah, like that. Weird.
I had a dream last night, and you were in it.
What was I doing?
Nothing?
Okay. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Maybe if I offer it a coin, it'll give up the treasure.
We have to pay you? I feed you breadcrumbs every week. We were talking about something.
This is all of the treasure stolen from Cataranda.
Let's get to the beach where I lured the Vincimer. Plenty of open space for a good fight. And be ready with poisons. Lightning dragons are more sensitive to poison than most.